Hello there. Welcome to a new episode of An Ordinary Review with PJ. Today, I'm going to talk about a movie which is about a boy gang. Now, we all had boy gangs in our lives. I know I had a great bunch of boys in school, and I'm still in touch with them. It was so much fun. We used to go around the town, we used to go to tuitions together, we used to go to school together, we used to play games, just simple fun. And I'm still in touch with them, and it's great bonding together. Moving to college, I had another boy gang, and we had loads of fun. And then when I got into job, I made a bunch of friends. Again, I'm very close to those bunch of friends, and we had so many fun trips together, including a trip to Kodaikanal, which is a centerpiece of this movie. Well, I'm going to talk about a movie called Manjummel Boys. It's a Malayalam movie. It's available on Disney Hotstar. The movie is also available in dubbed versions in Hindi and other languages. But if you ask me, watch it in Malayalam with subtitles. It's a lot more fun. Here's my review of Manjummel Boys. Manjummel Boys is a movie about this bunch of boys from a place called Manjummel near Kochi. And this is a free-spirited gang. They all have their own jobs to do. They have their own families to be taken care of. But then they all come together to have fun. They are free-spirited. They go to wedding and do impromptu dance and have fun. They have this competitive spirit to compete with the rival gang from Kochi in a game of tug of war. And they train for this, specifically to beat their rival team. And there's a significance of that tug of war training. You'll come to realize about it as you watch the movie towards the later part of it, how it helps them. Well, this gang of boys wants to plan a trip. And when they come to know that the rival gang had traveled to Goa and had great fun, they are very keen to make a trip themselves. And finally, they nail down to go to Kodaikanal. So 10 of them, this bunch jumps into a collis and drive down to Kodaikanal. And that's where they're having fun. They're having drinks, they're moving, they're going to tourist spots, they're taking a lot of photographs, they're generally having fun, as you typically do when you go as a gang of boys to a trip. I got nostalgic myself while watching their trip to Kodaikanal, because I remembered in my first job, we were this 6-7 very close bunch of boys who went to a trip to Kodaikanal. And I must thank my boss from that company who was kind enough to lend his vacation home to us to stay there. And we had so much fun going around, cycling around the lake, and also visiting all the tourist spots, including a place called Guna Caves, which is a centerpiece of this movie. So as this bunch of boys are having fun and they're about to end the trip, they realize that there's one spot, Guna Caves, that they have not visited. So they plan to go to that place before they return back. And Guna Caves are known for this natural caves that exist. And it's also a little bit of a dangerous place because there are these deep crevices which can be dangerous for people if they fall through those crevices. So the caves are kind of secluded. They're kind of marked for tourists to only go to certain places and not venture deep into the caves or deep into that area because it can be dangerous. But then when a gang of boys are there together, obviously, they want to not stick to the rules. They want to break the rules. And there'll be always one guy who tends to be the quietest of the lot, but then has this knack of figuring out a way of how to break the rule. That's exactly what it happens here. As this gang of boys are standing near the barricades, looking at the caves, this one guy figures out that you can actually jump the barricade and explore the caves in much more detail. And as he does that, the whole gang follows him and they venture out into areas that are dangerous. Now, as they go there, something happens and their entire trip turns into a nightmare. What happens, how the trip turns into a nightmare, will they be able to get out of that nightmare, is what the movie is all about. It's based on a true incident that happened in 2006, but I would recommend please do not read about the incident till you have seen the movie, because you will lose the fun of watching this movie. It's such a fabulous movie to see, and I can tell you that after the initial 30-40 minutes where the boys are just having fun, as they get into near these caves and something goes wrong, then it gets tense, gripping. The narrative is so tight that you will not get up from your seat and you will be hooked onto the screen watching every move that they're making as they try to deal with that incident. What that incident is all about, I don't want to tell you and be a spoiler alert, because that is where the fun of the movie is, and I would recommend please go watch it. I have rave recommendation about this movie from all my Kerala friends. I was eagerly waiting for it to come to the OTT. And as soon as it came to OTT, I saw the movie and I can bet you it's a thriller that you cannot miss. Check out Manjummel Boys on Disney Hotstar. So here it is, end of this episode. Thank you for watching an ordinary review with PJ. I am excited to bring more interesting reviews for all of you. In case you find it difficult to sit through the review on YouTube, you can always listen in as a podcast on Apple Podcast or Spotify. As you listen in, please do provide your feedback and ratings. It will help others to discover my podcast. Till next time, do take care of yourselves. Ciao.